Hi, I'm Dory, and today I am doing my Addicts Alliance piece for the month, and today I am using crayons. I'm using some crayons by Crayola. These are, honest to God, these are my favorite crayons. They are everything that I loved as a little kid, and I'm very, very happy and excited to be using these. Now last month, we did a little bit of something different with our poll. Normally, the Art Addicts Alliance group, we ask you guys to choose the prompt, give us a specific theme to use in order to create our art every month. And this past month, we did something a little different, and we asked you guys to pick what type of material we needed to use this month. And there were different categories. One of them was wet materials like paint. One of them was things like markers and ink. And the one that won, the category that won the poll was dry material, like charcoal or pencils, that kind of thing. And when that won, I was kind of disappointed. In a way, I'm really excited to see what the other members of Art Addicts Alliance do, because many of the other members are marker artists or watercolor artists. Many of them specifically either use markers or paint, so seeing them create an artwork with a dry material is going to be very exciting. But for me, it's not a challenge. I use dry materials all the time. When I do my portraits, I always use either pencil or graphite or charcoal, and this was not it was not going to be a challenge for me this month, and I was kind of disappointed about that, because you know me, I like to be challenged every month. That's one of my favorite things about this Art Addicts Alliance group, is that it makes me do things that I wouldn't normally do. It makes me try things that I wouldn't normally try. So this particular prompt, this request to use dry materials, it was just like, it's like, how is this video going to be any different than what I normally do every single day? Because I know I use markers quite a bit. I have gotten into painting quite a bit, but my standard materials are dry materials. So it really kind of made me think about what type of material I have not yet used on this channel. And one thing I definitely have not used in a video on this channel is crayons. I've not used crayons. I mean, I love crayons. I sincerely, 100% honest to God, I love crayons, especially Crayola crayons. They were my life's blood when I was a little kid. Crayons are one of the things that made me fall in love with art in the first place. They are responsible for a lot of the passion that I have for art. I used to be like obsessed with crayons, and I had like massive collections. Any kind of new color, I would try to get the new color packs and all of that. And I had massive boxes of crayons. I had my coloring books. I would like fill them up completely and save them on bookshelves, and like protect them like they were worth something or something like that. And I was just always really, really, really in love with crayons and coloring. And so it's something that I did kind of, the idea of using that as my dry material for this challenge, it was kind of exciting to me. So it's definitely something you guys haven't seen, and it's something that I do love, and it is something that taps directly into my childhood, and I love that. So as I was looking at these crayons and really kind of thinking about how much I love them and what they mean to me, and what they mean to me as far as my life goes, and how that taps me into me feeling like a little kid, because I feel like a little kid every time I use crayons to color. It makes me feel happy and safe and like I did when I was little. So when I was thinking about that and looking at the crayons and kind of trying to decide on what I should draw with them, I was like, well, I could draw something similar to what I used to draw when I was a kid, like a monsters or unicorns or something like that. Or I could draw one of my childhood heroes. Something that I wish I could have drawn when I was younger and now have the ability to do so. And that's what I thought I would do. So I thought about my heroes, and I obviously have quite a few people that I looked up to as a child, but the person I decided on drawing was Mr. Rogers. And this is really, it's probably going to show my age, but I grew up with Mr. Rogers, watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I loved this man so much. He was just so happy and positive and informative and patient and kind, and everything he did was out of kindness, and he encouraged people to use their imaginations, and I just thought he was so amazing when I was little. And if you remember me talking about other incidences from my childhood on this channel, you will remember that I was not very close with my grandfather. My grandfather was not a very good person. So when I was looking at Mr. Rogers, I kind of like used to wish and pretend that he was my grandpa. And that's kind of sad, but it's true. So I don't know. I genuinely really loved this person and looked up to him and thought that, when he would tell stories and go to Imagination Land and all these things, and the trolley would come up and, because the man had toys that came alive. I mean, how cool is that? So, anyway, so when the trolley would come up and, we would go meet all the puppets and all that thing, it was a fun show, and it was something that I really did love very, very much as a kid. So I do definitely think that he is somebody that I would have liked to be able to draw when I was much, much younger. So I didn't want to just take, even though I had like this, you see the collection of crayons there. My husband went out and bought me a collection of over 100 different colors of crayons. There's metallics in there, and there's neon colors. But I didn't want to just try to draw a standard portrait and try to match his skin color and all that stuff. I didn't want to do it like that. I wanted to kind of show him the way a kid would see him, like bright and flashy and colorful, and just use my imagination while I was drawing him. So I made him bright and neon and colorful and rainbowy, and so that's kind of how I saw him when I was little, so that's how I am drawing him now. So, yay! This is Mr. Rogers, drawn as I saw him when I was younger, but with the ability that I do have now. So, I'm pretty excited. I actually really love the way this came out. I do love it. I kind of I'm considering, because with crayons, when you're coloring, it leaves these white gaps on the page and that kind of thing, and I was thinking maybe I could try hitting it with a hairdryer and warming it up just a little bit and see if it would smooth the surface a little bit. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do that or not. I might try it on a picture, like a test page or something, and see if I'm able to come up with a new technique of using crayons. But we'll see. This is not the only time I'm gonna use these on this channel, because honestly, these are so much fun, and I don't know, it's always just, it's nice to take out a material that you loved when you were little and, kind of revisit it. So this is my dry material that I decided to kind of challenge myself with, even though obviously I've used crayons many times before. Yeah, I am very excited. Like I said at the beginning, I am excited to see what the other Art Addicts Alliance members do because a lot of them, I've never seen them use a material other than what they typically do use, and most of them do use wet materials typically. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know that one of our members, Inktangles, she also is a dry material person like I am. She does almost always use pencil or graphite or like chalk or something very, very dry. So I'm wondering how she's going to react to this challenge, if she's going to just really go all out and use all of her dry materials together, or if she's going to try to draw a type of thing that she wouldn't normally try and make it work with her materials, or if she's going to find something that she's never used before like I did. I'm interested in seeing how everyone reacts. That's one of the best parts about being in this group, honestly. I love being in the Art Addicts Alliance because it really does, it does expose me to a great deal of different minds and different ideas and different perspectives, different approaches, different techniques, and the way everyone interprets all of our prompts and things so differently and so personally. It's a lot. It's very exciting. It's very inspiring, and I love it. It's one of the best things. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling here. I really hope that you do appreciate this drawing, and if you want, go ahead and tell me who your childhood hero is in the comments down below, and let me know what your favorite art material was when you were little. Did you love crayons like I did, or did you have paints or something that you preferred? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you want, hit that notifications button because I do live streams quite often and I would hate to miss you. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. You are amazing. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.